Today we're going to be playing some more of The Pale Beyond. We're going to get through some more weeks, maybe introduce some more characters. Hopefully all the audio issues will be fixed this time, so I won't be cutting in and out like in last video. But I don't know, we'll see how it goes. I believe in the audio setup that I have now, so I think that that's enough. Yeah, so without further ado, let's get right into it. So it looks like we can actually select the weeks that we're in from here. You know, I remember it being -10 in week 1, but oh well. -4, it's getting colder. Just below freezing out there on the ocean. One of the hard parts for me is going to be remembering all the character voices, but I'll do my best. No promises, though. Who goes there? The door swings open to reveal Kurt Darling, all but filling its frame, grinning ear to ear. There you are, Officer Shaw. The ship's navigator is a difficult man to miss. Stature and reputation precede him. Adorned with a slew of apparatus. That can't be right. This seemingly one-man expedition would be known to anyone following the heyday of exploration and the merchandising that followed. It's an honor, really. A wealth of invaluable experience in such hostile environments. A wonder he's not been swept up to some other post. Hiding away from the rest of us, are you? Do you need something of me, Kurt? I'm not the sort to demand favors, Officer Shaw. Apologies for not stopping by sooner, Shaw. It took a while to set up my team, and a great deal of the crew were quite eager to meet me. That's right. You're something of a celebrity, aren't you? I take that to mean you haven't heard of me before. Well, that is a pleasant surprise. There aren't many who haven't seen my films, particularly in this line of work. More than one fellow on this crew said my work inspired them to explore the world. Quite the honor, is it not? I'm certain that you receive that praise often. Not as often as you would think. I suppose that I did get distracted, didn't I? Anyway, I was hoping you'd join me up deck. Of course, but why? We finally entered the pack. I thought you'd want to see it for yourself. I'll be right behind you, Kurt. Kurt turns to walk away before turning back. Oh, and enjoy your morning. It's a good day, Shaw. Ha! Alright, we got Kurt Darling in the manifest. One more crew member. Yep. Alright. Let's see. So I want to fill out the crew. So let's meet the doctor. What? The door to the doctor's office remains locked. Seems the good doctor isn't in. Oh, he looks so cool. I think I've said it a couple times before, but I love the art style in this game. I don't know, just something about like the pencil lines and the way the shading is done is really beautiful. Or perhaps enjoying his sleep. You are yet to come across the ship's doctor, even after all this time. Okay, that's interesting. I don't know, let's see if anyone's down here. Many of the crew are still fast asleep laying in hammocks. Best not disturb them, Shaw. You don't want to find yourself dealing with an abruptly woken sailor. Let's head up deck. The sounds of snoring are rather obnoxious. Alright. Through the decks. Let's see what the captain's up to. You're not the captain. At the stern, you notice an older sailor at the helm. The old man takes in a deep breath in the cold air before letting out a satisfied exhale. Morning! And a good morning to you. Oh god, they sound the same. He eyes you up. Officer Shaw, right? Lefty. Call me that on account of, well, it should be obvious. He chuckles. Don't worry about the bad side. This is all feel. Just keeping us steady. He examines you. Surprised Hunt picked from outside for his first mate. I'm surprised as well. He seems the insular type. He is. You must be something special for Hunt to look outside the ranks. Hunt doesn't have much fondness for the military, but it at least means you've got the work ethic. Mornings like these are about the only peace I get from the younger lot. You should take these moments when you can. Lefty returns his attention to the helm. As you get older, I suppose you learn to value the quiet moments, eh? Let us hope we're just as diligent when we're old and grey. He's already got some grey in there. Myself before you, of course. Alright, we got Harold Turner and one available crew. I hope by the end of this week we find out like what we can actually do with the crew. So I want to give them jobs. I know that's a thing that we can do. You join Kurt at the bow of the ship. You both feel the temperance break the floes below you. Gripping the railing, he draws an enormous breath. The footing beneath rises as the ship mounts an impending ice floe. There's a moment's hesitation before a profound crack relieves the ship, cascading across the ice. He exhales. See? Nothing else like it. You weren't wrong. It's something alright. Look at the ice. No two cracks are the same. Did you just want to show me the ice? Or is there something you want to discuss? We're about a week's sail from the last known location of the old Viscount. Assuming she isn't exactly where they left her, we can't take smooth sailing for granted. Same goes for this daylight. It won't remain this bright for so long once winter encroaches. Beautiful as the ice is, on this course it's going to get thicker. He looks out across the white. We won't be so confident when the leads dry up and we're stuck here till the next cycle. We need to change course. Avoid the pack. Have you informed Captain Hunt? He won't listen to me. Thinks I've been dulled by retirement. I've probably seen more ice than he has whiskey. It's not my decision. Yes, but you have the captain's ear. Have you ever experienced a long night winter? It's not pleasant, to say the least. There's a chain of command. This isn't one of your adventure serials, Kurt. Certainly not. If I was satisfied with those, I wouldn't have left retirement. We're only as good as the unhappiest man, Robin. I'll do what I can. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Kurt nods and turns back to look across the ice. Okay, so there's some stirrings of discontent on board the ship. Yeah, it looks like my path is still pretty set out for me. Take requests. Oh, I get to do stuff. So it looks like this game doesn't have dynamic timing, where, I don't know, like in something like Stardew Valley, where the days are, measured in real time. It looks like the days are more so measured in, by you taking requests and walking around the ship, which I think is cool. It gives you time to, like, space out your decisions, make sure you're doing all the right things you want to do. Especially for me as a first-time player. I really want to kind of dig my teeth into it. Alright, let's see if I can remember Hunt's voice. Oh, sure. There it is. Ready for another day of work. Did you hear Kurt's advice? He wants us to switch course. Aye, he had a few words to share. He may have been an expert in his time, but these days Kurt is one with more money than sense. Anyway, back to work. I was hoping you'd help me work through a few more requests from the crew. You may have noticed the line pooling up outside. Everyone wants something, it seems. Call them in as you please. Alright, Hammond. I don't think we met you. A short, sour-faced man in engineer clothing approaches. Are you acting daft, Hunt? Not with intention. Not bloody surprised you didn't notice. Sure, this is our chief engineer, Clive Hammond. An opinionated one. What is it, Hammond? We've hit the ice, and you haven't assigned any extra men down on the boiler. You have your engineering team. And we've only got 6 arms between us. I need more manpower maintaining this. Sailors. Many of the crew have their own tasks they're busy with. I know I've already assigned Smurf on a matter. The captain turns to you. How many do you think is fair? 1? 3? More. Okay. Some choices require you to assign people from your manifest. In this choice, you may choose the amount to assign. 1 to 4, you say. Smurfs on a matter. I mean, you weren't doing anything last night, right? Get there. I don't want to throw Runt down there. I think that's, a little too... Sure. Alright. Let's give him 4. You can take Tashi, Lefty, Runstad, and Joe. You're giving me Ward with 1 bloody arm? Oops. Would you rather none? The engineer holds his tongue. Fine. But you can tell me how right I was when we're buried under the ice. He leaves. A good spirit, that one, beneath the oil and the temper. You won't be seeing much of him, though. Prefers to burrow himself into the boiler room. Kasha, the dogs. Wait, no, you're the photographer. Captain, sure. A thought occurred to me the other day while looking through the crew manifest and... Well, it might be too late for this now that we've already entered the ice. Out with it. I thought it would be good to have individual photos of the full crew. For your report. Not only my report, it would be good reference for the manifest. Put faces to the name. Much of this crew have served me for years, some decades. I have little problem putting faces to the names. Your thoughts, Shaw? It's a bit late, but it's now or never. May as well get it over with. Aye, good point. But maybe you could sound a little more enthused. Well, Belford, I see no problem here. I'll arrange for the pictures to be taken before the crew have their dinner. Thank you, Captain. Chaw. In the meantime, I'll attempt to get as many individual crew photos as I can. You're still welcome to help on that matter, Officer Shaw. She departs, satisfied. So I'm guessing that that'll fill out the crew manifest by tonight, which would be great. I'd have so much more available crew. Corvid enters the office.
Hunt, you asked for a report on how the stowaway was doing.
I wanted to see if the young boy has been settling in well.
He has indeed. It means another mouth to feed, but the boy works hard and doesn't ask much. He has his dad to guide him as well.
I'm sure the boy's father is ecstatic.
Worried sick, but happy, aye.
Well, what do you know, Shaw? Perhaps we were right to keep the boy aboard. She leaves. Okay. I don't think I made a ton of mistakes so far. Although, throwing a guy with one arm down in the boiler room is not ideal. Good to have all that settled then. Perhaps we shouldn't rule out old Kurt so easily. If the man thinks there could be an alternate path through the ice, he's free to search for it. Shaw, meet with him when you have time. Changing course or not, we'll want one of his scouts set up in the crow's nest. We haven't done that yet? Take care of that, and then you'll be done for the day. Alright. What's over here? Sick young man. Oh no! You spot a youthful-looking man leaning over the side of the ship. His head is slumped as he looks into the icy pool below. It appears he's been visited by a spot of seasickness. You make your way to the man and reach out your arm to pat the sickly fellow on the back. As soon as your hand reaches him, he jolts upright in shock. A bespectacled young man, shaking with unease. He stares at you for a brief moment, a look of shame plastered on his face. Sorry. Are you alright? Yes. Well, not really. I'm very sorry. The man turns around and hurriedly runs in the opposite direction, avoiding your gaze. Alright, Arthur Nutley. So I can go talk to Kurt. I can go down here. What do they have for me down here? Listen in. You overhear two of the newly arrived scouting crew talking. Yorick the Third. Quilzy. Have any trouble settling in? Not too bad. I can't wait for a chance to sleep, though. A proper navigator never rests until their work is done. Of course, of course. I take it you had no issue settling in. Not at all. The crew are a funny lot. Old Kurt certainly caught their attention. Ah, do you think any of them would mistake Kurt and myself? Oh, whoops. You just sounded like me there. Yorick, what's going on? I think you'd collapse from joy if they did. Ha, perhaps. Alright. Loving getting more crew in my manifest. Yo, the accordionist. He spots you and ceases and is playing. Need something? You're Grimly, aren't you? I, Grimly Stoke. I'm the ship's carpenter. If you're the carpenter, shouldn't you be working? On break. Taking time to practice. Nice accordion. Do you mind if I see? Grimly takes a step back as you approach. You can see from there. No touching. Ah, then you're Junior's brother. Junior? Oh, you're Shaw. Junior mentioned you. In a positive or negative light? Ask him yourself. Won't keep you from your work. Don't keep me from my break. You spot a suspicious-looking sailor emerge from the pantry. The hooded sailor spots you, keeping their hands firmly in their pockets. Not what it looks like, Officer Shaw. Plek, but call me Gnomes. I'm not thieving anything. I hadn't considered that, but now you think I protest too much then. No worries, I was just setting up a practical joke. And what is this practical joke? Not going to spoil the surprise. It's not at your expense, if that's your concern. Have to get some enjoyment around here, don't you think? Oh god. With their mysterious trap set, Gnome scurries off to the upper decks to return to work. What's going on, Cook? Oh, what was your name? Oh, you're Junior. I completely forget what name I did for him last time. Hey, Shaw. No, it was like Irish. Hey, Shaw. Can you grab some tins from the pantry? It's nearly time for dinner. Ooh. Oh wait, can I pan around on here? I can? Oh my god, I've been completely missing out. Granted, it's hard to like get a right click in on the trackpad that I'm using. I'll have to change that in the settings. Whoa, that's crazy though. Alright. The moment you enter the pantry, a bag of flour drops on your head, scattering all over your officer's uniform. The hell was that? Gnomes? You wipe the flour off you before continuing. Of course. You lift a crate of tins from the shelves. What's on the menu this week? Feed the hoosh pot. Okay. Oh, we can burn it? That's cool. And scary, I suppose. Alright. So this crate of tinned food is sealed sustenance prepared by the Apperton Tinning Company. Alright, let's feed the hoosh. See you, Junior? No, I'm not gonna call people for dinner quite yet. Let's go into the pumps. Nothing here for me. Oh my god. I hope I didn't miss anything by not panning around. They did show me that in the tutorial, but I figured it was only when I was viewing the ship from that bird's eye view. Oh, I can just scroll out too. Okay. Well, we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Alright. Let's go speak to the navigator. Send me up there, and I'll get you a reading. The scientist eyes the man's cane and turns to you. I believe the navigator means you to send one of his scouts. The navigator clears his throat and taps his cane. Of course. If you find one of mine, they'll get us a reading rightly. Wait, what? That wasn't there before, was it? Am I blind? Okay, let's go up to the rigging. While examining the rigging of the ship, your eyes notice a figure darting by, climbing on the ropes with ease. The figure lands on their feet before dusting themselves off. Their outfit denotes one of Kurt's scouting crew. Ah, no problems. She looks to you. And you are? You should be careful. It's easy to get trapped up there. I won't have much problem. Flick, I'm one of Kurt's crew. Don't worry about my safety. I know what I'm doing, trust me. Kurt doesn't just hire anyone. Well, he didn't hire me for no reason. Got the medals in gymnastics if you're worried about my credentials. Flick jumps up and returns to scaling the rigging of the ship. Alright, Soren Kiliper, you say. Very happy with starting to fill out the ship's manifest, that's for sure. Cool. Some choices. Okay. I can only assign scouts here. So let's assign a scout. These are all ice savvy islanders, you say. Alright, Soren, go for it. Feel like climbing so much. They ascend to the nest and take a reading with the sextant. All clear from up top. Ooh, there's something up here. I love what they've done with the bottom of the map as well. The dragons, the penguins, the seals. Big fan. Okay. The last known location of the Viscount, your destination. And we are the last port you made, where you picked up Kurt and the scouting team from. Yeah, and this is a big chunk of ice. Okay. Didn't Hunt want me to talk with Kurt? Oh well. Here. Call the crew for dinner. The crew had their meal. Ah, shall we toast to the ice? Aye. The days get longer, but dinner is fixed. It will see us through the long days and the darkest nights. Into the evening. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. Okay, I can't go into the pumps anymore. Whoa, sorry about that. You notice two sailors passing by from the dinner table. An inebriated sailor on wobbling legs leaning on the shoulder of another. Ah, good times, good times. Need to learn to handle your drink, Tucker. But I'm fine. My mates can carry me, eh, Cavity? They can also drop ya. Oh god, his voice is changing. Have two Johns carry you next time. Are you asleep? Shit. Alright, two more available crew. You'll love to see it. Let's see, anyone else in here? Ooh, there's a room I can go in. What's here? A door. You knock on the door. No response. Okay. Alright. Ooh, more people I can listen to. You overhear two engineers chatting above deck. Or rather, you overhear one engineer speaking with another. Don't know how the chief could stay down there all evening. You ever see Mr. Hammond eat? I haven't. Maybe he doesn't even eat. Man's not human if he can work all day and night on that boiler. Probably doesn't sleep either. He probably sleeps. I think it's figurative. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's go talk to the dogs. Gotta love the dogs. What? I already met you, Cordell. The dogs regard her with rapt attention as she paces between them, bowl in hand. The largest joins her side as you approach. Try some. Alright. You nearly burn your mouth on the hot broth. It's surprisingly palatable. You feel yourself warming up. You seem to enjoy it. I'm afraid there is only so much. If you want more, it will be among the dog's leftovers. Penguins and blubber, Fats and proteins, fastest way to hydrate them. Was there something you needed? Where did they come from? It's hard to tell the exact breeds at this point. They belong here more than we do. Unlike us, they need the ice. It cools them through their pores as they run. They'd overheat otherwise. You've been on the ice for a long time. A long time, yes. Who's that beside you? This is Stanberry. Strong animal. Very. They handle stress differently, adapt quickly. There's plenty to be learned from them. You love these animals. They need me. And you'll need them. Yes! I love any game where it lets you pet the dogs. I remember I was so psyched when I was playing Hades, and I could pet Cerberus. So good. You ruffle its head. It tries to lick the broth from your fingers. Okay, it's telling me to fast forward, which probably means that I have nothing left to do, but I don't have any more jobs to assign, like... I'd love to be able to do... Can I change my jobs? Like, if I wanna... No, I can't. Okay. So I'm gonna have to be more careful with applying jobs in the future, I guess. Alright, yeah. Looks like there's nothing else for me to do. Fuel rations are at half? Oh, because we can't spend all of it. Okay. Another week passes. The temperance has finally entered the thick ice leads. The days grow ever brighter. Hope the engineers are okay. I'm noticing that our resource cost is going up as well. It's cold out, -8. Let's look at the map. Alright, we're in the middle of the ice flows. Okay. I thought I could talk to Kurt. And get back, but I don't know. The game didn't direct me to do it. I couldn't figure out how to. Alright. Let's take some requests. Captain Hunt appears to be absent. His chair is unoccupied. Whoa. The whole room shudders. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't get started without Captain Hunt. I take your point. Oh God, what just happened? Oh no. What in the... Well, I was worried about this. Look at that ice. Look at that ice. We could be trapped for a while. Strong pressures, as if we didn't have enough bother. Well, no need mucking around. Let's get to work. Where's Hunt? I'll grab him. I'm sure he felt it too. Sure, check the boiler room. Why would he be in the boiler room? I'm sure the mole man has problems of his own. Not to worry, everyone. We'll be free and moving again before you know it. Back to work. Oh no. Oh no. I'm scared. That's not good. That's not good at all. Hello? How's it going, Kasha? Officer Shaw, what happened? Ship's come to a stop. I almost flung my camera into the wall. We didn't hit anything, did we? Have you seen Hunt? Not since this morning. He was going to speak with Grimley about the lifeboats, last I heard. The lifeboats? Oh god, I'm getting like big anxiety vibes here. Let's see. What's in the pumps? Nothing, okay. Anything in here? I feel like if I just keep going in here, I can keep getting... No, I can't keep getting tin food. But we run out at some point. Can I check that in the manifest? Like, or do I just get one every day? I haven't met any of the scientists. I've met all of the sailors, all of the scouts. There's Grimley. Okay, I'll just carry around a sack of coal with me, why not? Ship stuck then. If you're looking for Hunt, you just missed him. You're calm about this? No use panicking, is there? I'm going to check with my brother. I realized it probably doesn't make sense for Grimley and Jr. to have two different accents. If I made any errors, I'd tell ya. It's secure, don't you worry. They notice you. Am I interrupting? Not any more than he's interrupting my work. I'm ensuring that the boiler was not damaged in the sudden commotion. And I told you that if it was, you'd already know. I'm not in the business of making mistakes, but I know that if the furnace goes, we go down with it. Yes, but you're only one man, with just a pair of engineers as assistants. Just looking at the number of valves, this seems far too much for you to handle. Maybe a bloody benefactor should have considered that. I've gotten used to it by now. It will hold, trust me. I will. Well, I will have to, won't I? I don't fancy staying on the ship any longer than necessary. It's imperative we break free from the ice as quick as possible. Hammond eyes you, a grimace on his face. First mate's here, but where's the one who's got us into this bloody mess? I was hoping that Templeton knew. I was informed by one of the Stokes that I had just missed him. But I have a suspicion as to where he may be now. We're on a ship. An unmoving one at that. The man cannot simply disappear. If he's anywhere, he must be in his cabin. When you find the man, give him an earful on my behalf. Can't do it myself. Too busy keeping us alive. Templeton gives a nod. I believe both you and I owe our good captain a visit, Shaw. But you should call the crew for dinner first. Routine is important, especially now. Not before we fed this furnace. Mind grabbing some coal from the bunker, Shaw? Or are you afraid of dirty hands like Mr. Templeton over here? One step ahead of you, Hammond. Come down to the depths, eh? She goes, so do we. Alright. Let's not put the food in the furnace. Yeah, I wonder how we get more resources, because as it stands right now, we're going to be losing a bunch of stuff, and morale especially, because we're going to have to go half rations, we're going to have to go half fuel. You emerge mid-deck to find the crew readying themselves for dinner, despite the ice. Some seem nervous, others as if nothing has changed at all. Got anything for the hoosh? I do, indeed. We can burn food. I wonder if we can feed the crew coal. Probably not. Can't get more, can I? Okay. The crew have their meal. The dinner is shared. The crew return to their posts. The hammocks are unfurled in preparation for the evening. You can't help but notice that it's still bright light outside. You didn't see him either. He didn't pass by, but his cabin door was locked when I checked. Slippery bastard. What are you thinking, Hunt? Uh-oh. Oh, I'm loving this, like, so much. Oh, there's Kasha again. No one else around. What's going on, Kasha? No sign of Hunt, I take it. Mr. Templeton passed by, but he wasn't exactly willing to take questions. No, he would be. Oh, there's people working on the ship. Oh, we're frozen in on all sides. We don't even have that path back. Not that we could turn around anyways. Let's try and get into the... Oh, it's... I was informed that he was here. I see a, body over here behind this curtain. Where could he have hidden himself? He has to be in here. Check under his desk. I highly doubt he's cowering beneath the table. Shaw. The captain's laugh rings out from behind the door. The captain watches you both, his head swaying as he chuckles to himself. You are a surprisingly difficult man to get a hold of, Hunt. Seeing that this is your ship. Ah, but I know it well. Hunt's eyes turn to you. I believe that you two are already acquainted. How long have you been drinking? I don't suppose you get the join. Hunt shakes his hip flask as he holds it out, whiskey sloshing and spilling from the top. And what of you, Shaw? I can't tempt you with some sweet nectar. I don't drink. And you don't care to humor me this once? Ah, well, your loss. You intend to offer drinks at a time like this? This ship, your ship, is trapped in the ice. It's my ship now, is it? And what do you expect me to do? Get the shovels out? You could have heeded Kurt's warning. Kurt. Are you still hanging on his word? You would have some luck relying on that old out. He's a man chasing a spotlight, nothing more. There is no safe passage here. This was always going to happen. Mr. Hunt, Captain. If you are not fit to stand, then you should retire for the night. Shaw will stand in your stead, and we can continue in the morning. And abandon my duty. No, Captain, who would do that as a fit captain, wouldn't you agree? Well, not you, Shaw. Isn't that right? What do you think makes for a good leader? Being able to do the job I've been doing on your behalf. Yeah, you sound bothered. Is that your concern one day and you're already sick of it? Try decades. But I'm serious, Shaw. To you, what makes a good leader? We don't have the time for... In a word, then, what makes a good leader? Willpower. Willpower. Explain. The ability to press forward, no matter the circumstances, to never give up. And if your crew submits before you do, I don't think they'd appreciate being pushed forward in a hopeless situation. You can look to someone always pressing on against all odds and call that bravery. Others would call it fatal stubbornness. If one's to die, they'd prefer it be with their boots off, lying in bed with a full belly. Would a good leader deny them that? Speaking in platitudes will do you no good. A good leader is something more than a single rule you were told to follow. When you see one, you just know. You have wasted enough time pining philosophical. Oh, my apologies. I'll ask the real questions. Sure, look at where we are. Do you honestly think we're going to survive this? I had no assumptions on returning alive. Well, you best form some. Wouldn't just be your life you're throwing away. The captain laughs. Sure. Nobody knows we're out here. That doesn't leave this room. No, wouldn't want to upset your employer. Our benefactor. We all want to be paid after this, don't we? Enough! If you weren't fit to lead this expedition, you should not have agreed to it. You shouldn't be... None of us should be here. Old Kurt paid handsomely to join. You're just a botanist sent to keep an eye on me. Our doctor. Ha. And then there's me. Okay, so from this, like, they all have some kind of connection. I'm assuming to the Viscount. The old ship. What are we actually searching for? Hunt chuckles, gesticulating mockingly with his hands. Ghosts. Templeton opens the door. The captain needs his rest. We'll discuss this once he's sound of mind. Let him speak, Templeton. I wish to know more. It's all right, Robin. No, you're gonna tell me. Go on now, Shaw. I'll be all right here. The captain appears to have fallen asleep. Oh my god, are you... I guess that makes sense. Alright, Templeton. You're gonna give me some answers. Captain Hunt needs his sleep. It would appear the pressures of command have greatly affected him. You should find some rest yourself. The crew have their commands. Clear your head, and we will continue on the morn. Alright. Make sure there's nothing going on in my cabin. I'm thinking perhaps one more week, and then we'll end this video. It's getting pretty long. No available crew. You awake to a room awash with green. There's a loud bang on your door, and a familiar voice speaks from behind the wood. Shaw, are you in there? Are ye in there? Ah, Shaw. Hammond, what's going on? Why is everything green? Never mind the green. The boiler's in serious trouble. Pumps need manned, and we need to stop the whole system overheating. And I don't need to tell you, if the furnace goes, we go. Lead the way. We don't have a moment to spare. Right, let's move. We need to find the captain. Now. Excuse me? Why is everything green? What is happening? You know why everything's green. Kasha rushes up, holding her camera tight as the ship rumbles. What's happening? Are we going under? Not if we can help it. Out of the way. It's safe to go up top, right? That Aurora, it's a shot I can't miss. Kasha steps back before snapping a photograph of the ensuing chaos. Oh, wow, it's beautiful. Oh, I love the art in this game. Look at that. That's awesome. The lights of the Aurora flicker over the pale ice. Nothing. Visibly perturbed, he takes a moment to compose himself. Even the tub is empty. Why would you expect him to be in the tub? Not important. This doesn't make sense. The man seemed barely fit to crawl himself into bed earlier. What? Hammond turns to you. Alright, sure. Captain's missing. You're in charge. Good to hear. Don't get a big head about it. Yes, indeed. The crew are no doubt waking at this moment. They're no doubt scared, confused. It's your duty to keep them calm, to maintain order. Hammond glares at Templeton. It's Shaw's job to get down to the boiler room, now. We've already wasted enough time looking for that bastard Hunt. If you storm down to that room, all you'll be doing is inciting a panic. We need to calm the fears of the crew, maintain an air of focus. Lie to them as the ship goes down. Not at all. Instead, to assure them we know how to remedy this matter. You do know how to remedy this matter, Mr. Hammond. Aye. And we need to be quick. I don't have time to worry about some stupid sailor's feelings. We've got a bloody ship to save. Well, it's as you said. Officer Shaw is in charge. The decision is yours. Oh, God. But I don't know the, Can't we do both? Hammond is right. We can't waste any more time. The boiler won't wait for us. Fine. I will keep the crew at bay, then. Come on, don't worry about him. Let's go. Okay, that's definitely gonna have some consequences for our decorum over the course of the weeks. As more of the crew notice you and Hammond descending below, the whispers begin. Soon, the crew pick up the pace, walking directionless with hurried footsteps. Oh, I should have talked to him. Should have talked to him. Speak to Kurt. Kurt approaches. Boiler trouble, I take it? I'll lend a hand. Not when you're working with that cane, you're not. I've enough strength to... Go tell the crew to hit the lower decks, as many as possible. Let's go, Shaw. Time to save this blasted ship. You descend the ladder. Ahead, you can see the brothers trying to open the door to the hold. What are you guys doing? Trying to get in? Same, door's stuck. Pull harder, you bastards. We need to get in there. Can you help us? The metal door unsticks. Grimly looks to you before doddering off into the dark. Where's that bloody idiot running off to? To sound the alarm? Bloody hells. Let's get moving. You enter the boiler room. As you enter, Hammond's engineering team are hard at work. The larger of the two engineers loses grip of their valve as steam begins to shoot out, causing Hammond to dash forward. Watch it! Hammond tackles the engineer to the ground, saving him from a nasty steam burn. Made it just in time. What's the word, Chief? Keep those valves pumping. We need to avoid a water hammer, or we won't be making it off the ship. Sure. The rest of the crew aren't here. Grab a valve and start turning. You grab a valve and begin turning, trying all you can to keep the water at bay. Pump! You feel the ache in your muscles as you continue to push the valve, keeping the pressure at bay. The furnace rumbles and sputters, hemorrhaging fuel. You keep turning, doing the best you can to keep the pressure at bay. We could be at this for hours. Shit, where's the rest of the crew? Okay, they're there. Brought help. The furnace rumbles and sputters. Get me coal and turn those valves. Let's go grab some coal. Turner? He might be good at turning valves, right? Get those goals. They get to work. I love to see it. Wait, what is this? Okay, that's also a valve. And I need to assign 2 crew to this. Okay. Alright, Turner, get on there. You're born for it. Turner grabs the valve. And Hashi grabs the valve. With enough hands working on the boiler, you begin to fight back the potential water hammer. Someone's gonna have to hold the furnace in place. Alright, 2 Johns, you're pretty strong. 2 Johns approaches the furnace. The room shakes. Water hammer! A jet of steam paints John. Oh no. It subsides as they writhe in agony. When a sailor gains a severe status effect such as wounded, scurvy, or frostbite, that person will become invalid and unable to work. You keep up the work, shifting the valves until the boiler has fully calmed. The ship is saved. You won't be sinking today. Hey! As the crew give assistance to the wounded John, you feel your muscles tense. You fall back, collapsing from exhaustion. As you lay back, all you can hear are a pair of panicked voices. Where the hell is Captain Hunt? He's gone. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna need to start rationing things. So we'll take a hit to decorum. But hey, we saved the temperance from sinking. Okay. I think we're gonna stop here. But I don't know, final thoughts. I'm loving this game so far. I think I'm gonna be really bad at like making decisions effectively in saving the crew, but I don't know. I might even play again later tonight and just throw another video up here. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what you think of my voices, the audio quality, whether or not you're enjoying this game, what you think the captain is doing. It seems very strange for him to just run away into the ice. Maybe we're closer to the Viscount than we thought. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah, just tell me your thoughts, because I absolutely love this game right now. But anyways, have a nice day. Try not to get stuck on the ice when you guys go on your Arctic expeditions. Yeah. Thanks for watching.